What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 82nd Corvette Weekly.
That's a long time.
I know, it really is. We're, like I said, we're nearing that 100 episodes, and we really need to figure something out for the 100th episode. Some sort of craziness. Now, by the time we hit 100,
take my car out of the garage. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's asking a lot.
would you actually do that? Would you really do it?
Hey, I had the burnouts. I haven't done that yet.
It depends on if it's raining that day.
No, I'm wondering if it depends on anything. Like, would you actually take it out of the garage?
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Okay, it's been washed 3 weeks ago, and it still hasn't moved since then.
He was really agitated, though. We went and did a drive on Saturday, and he did not get invited. And he was so mad because we got to drive through a little bit of water. It was a small little bit of water on the road. And dirt, dude, he was so mad he didn't get invited.
And I said, I will never go on these drives with you guys. Literally. Like, you lost me. I will never go on these.
Oh, you guys are nuts.
Yeah.
Shane, I think that number is wrong. I mean, if it's not, I'd be happy. But he says we have 5,300 thumbs ups.
Nice.
Well, we just quit right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess we're done then, because that's one heck of a video right there. Matt Hurley, what is your idea for the 100th episode? I'm curious. There's peepers at the end, so I'm guessing this is gonna be barely safe for the internet.
He'll buy another Ferrari.
Yeah.
Right.
How about if at the 100th episode you buy us a Ferrari for a giveaway?
Exactly.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we got General Lee, AARPM, 11 second Eclipse, BPR Z06. We got he said he'll talk to me soon. Okay, so this is not internet friendly. I look forward to that because I'm curious what your idea is. I've literally been racking my brain. I want to do something that's kind of crazy, but obviously, you know, within reason. I think it would be kind of cool to celebrate the 100th episode because that's a pretty big milestone. We've been doing these for a long time. Even 82 is just that's really massive. It's a year and a half almost.
I'm thinking a drone over top of this ZR1, yours, and then you be doing a giant donut with the Z06 around that ZR1.
Oh my
God,
cool, dude.
Video.
That's so much money involved in that.
Exactly.
What the heck? I'd love to do that, but I mean, number one, doing a donut.
Up your car, not mine.
Yeah, exactly. Doing a donut in the C8 by itself can be done, but it's difficult. And then doing it in a way that is tight enough around the ZR1 that would look good would be really scary. Yeah. That's like over almost $400,000 worth of car right there.
Oh wow.
Hey, it's not ours.
So your insurance will deny it because it's filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would not be a great
Hey,
thing.
if it makes you feel any better, none of those cars are mine.
That doesn't make me feel any better at all.
Oh, well,
now if they were yours, I would be more than happy to do it. All right, so guys, we actually have two birthdays to celebrate tonight. The first one is going to be Brian Greer here. This is his screen name, Corvette Forever. Today's his birthday, so wish him happy birthday. The other one, I want to. I'm going to ask a favor of you guys. So anybody who's listening and is able to comment and stuff, go over to Blackout Tinting on their latest video and comment happy birthday, Josh. Because today is Josh's birthday. And I think if we blow up his YouTube channel with a bunch of happy birthday comments, it would make him laugh. And that would be a good thing. So if you guys can, not now, after this live video is over, go over to the Blackout Tinting YouTube channel, comment on their latest video, happy birthday, Josh.
Or the Instagram.
No, I want it on the YouTube channel so we can all see it happen. Shane's in the house, 2020 Matrix 8. Let me see, I saw a comment I missed here. Justin, I have some Cup 2Rs for sale you can use for the donuts. So we can make it even more expensive.
Yeah.
The Cup 2Rs are already too overly priced, but Lewis says he has a 12/18 target production week for his Z06. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Nice.
All right, so guys, let's go ahead, smash the thumbs up button. Let's get off to a good start here. It's 7:40, so in 20 minutes, it'll be 8 o'clock here, Eastern Standard Time. Let's get to 100 thumbs ups by 8 o'clock. That's really, that seems to be our go-to. It really helps move things along nicely. Smash the thumbs up button, guys. So for tonight, we have two giveaways going. And actually, I'm going to turn on my phone here so I can see, because the first one's going to be just like last week. It's going to be timed. As soon as I tell you what it is, the first one to send it gets it. So just like last week, we have one last set of the exhaust blackout kits. Now, this is the kit that will go behind the bumper and black out those silvery chrome looking heat shielding on the C8 Corvette. Doesn't matter which one you have, Z06, ERAY, Stingray, it'll work with all of them. With that said, the first donation of $100 through Venmo gets these and a free t-shirt, just like last week. Then after these are gone, we're going to go into this week's giveaway. So I'm watching my phone as we speak. First donation of $100 takes these things and a free t-shirt. So go ahead.
And you're entered in the next drawing.
And you'll get entered into the drawing that's coming shortly after.
Which you
I'm not going to tell you what that is yet, but it would be interesting to get in on it. Michael McCurry. Yes, actually I do. It's Torch Red. So you can just look up Torch Red paint code. It's the same exact paint code. I've used my Torch Red touch-up paint on my red calipers before, and it's an identical match. Steven Rapp says done on YouTube. Thank you, Steven. So guys, if you are able to do that, comment on the Blackout Tinning's most recent video. Happy birthday, Josh. It would be awesome.
It's done.
Look at that. Even Vet Syndicate's doing it.
Yep.
John Perkins says mine shows 80. That's still pretty good, guys. Yeah, I'm showing 84. That's pretty good. That's awesome. Man.
Yeah.
We're 12 minutes into this thing. You guys are tearing it up tonight. All right, so nothing on Venmo yet. Like I said, first Venmo donation of $100 gets the blackout kit and a free t-shirt, and double entries into the giveaway happening tonight.
Somebody says I love you, and that would be exciting, but it's a guy.
Okay, very interesting. It's a free world.
Dad's Garage says every C8 owner needs those. I was in a pack on Saturday, and every time I was behind a C8, the silver stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yep.
It really does. It's especially if the car's black. It stands out even worse on a car that's all black otherwise.
That just shows he was never behind me the other day. At least not close behind.
Sick burn, Jason. Sick burn. He couldn't.
But I
catch up
did
to
see
you.
some incriminating video of Dad's Garage that I'm very proud to know him because he's following in my footsteps.
What was that?
He tripped to Mexico.
Oh,
He
yeah.
His Mexico trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, Shane's having a little bit of trouble with his counter. I wish it was 5,300, but for some reason it's not working well for him. So if someone wants to pick up his job,
Hey, we're at 90.
the pay is very good.
We're at 90.
90 thumbs ups. That's pretty good. That is really good, actually. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah.
Michael McCurry. I was actually thinking of doing that same thing. He says he was going to paint his e-brake to match the Torch Red calipers. I was thinking of doing the same thing because if you guys haven't seen it on the C8, for some reason the e-brake caliper just looks bad. It looks like it's faded black, and I don't know why they didn't paint it. At least just paint it black. But it's all faded and weird looking. So I'm thinking about painting mine red as well. If nothing else, I'm going to paint it black.
Like the Rolling Stones.
Exactly. When I see anything, I want to paint it black. That's actually pretty true in my life. But we got 92 thumbs ups. Dad's Garage. We got a couple people picking up for Shane. Look at that. You guys are awesome. So as soon as that first Venmo comes in, we're going to move on to the new giveaway, which is pretty awesome. If you guys have a C8, just like Dad's Garage said, this is something you should definitely have in your mods list. Shane's pretty happy with where we're at. He says we're doing awesome, everyone. Keep those thumbs ups coming. General says he's thinking about painting his blue. I like the idea of painting it. I'm not sure if I want it to stand out though. That's the thing is, I think
it is kind of small and.
Yeah, I think I would rather paint it black, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. All right, here we go. We got the $100. Looks like who did it? Who done it?
Is 2020
Brandon.
Matrix or
Nope.
Who is it?
Brandon.
Wow.
Yep. So he gave $100. So does he not have these? I would assume he'd have.
I don't think so.
His mod list was pretty long.
It was, but he does have the AWE.
Oh, he definitely needs them then, because you can see them even more on the AWE exhaust.
Yeah.
All right, so $100. Brandon won, so he gets the blackout kit here, and he gets a free T-shirt. So Brandon, if you want to shoot me an email, horsepowerobsessed,
and he gets double points.
Yeah, let me know what size shirt you need and your shipping address, and you get double points into tonight's giveaway, which I guess we might as well talk about since that one's over. It is going to be, once again, a black screen. You guys want it.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, hold on one second. Let me get my Chrome up in this thing.
Look at that thing.
All right. Well, anyway, what are you doing?
I was checking out that thing. I paint mine red. It's pretty good size. It's not that small. It would kind of.
Not what I've heard.
Oh my God.
Speaking of that, let's.
I know.
Talk about that idea.
Oh, hold on. 1 second,
hilarious.
please. Let's.
Okay.
I want to get into the giveaway first, and then we're gonna mention.
Let's do that.
Before
All right. So the giveaway, guys, for some reason, I don't know why this isn't working.
Do I need to pull it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up Chrome here to show what we're looking at. Oh, here we go. No? Wow, I have no idea. Let's see this one. Hey, there it is. All right, so this is what tonight's giveaway is. Now, I know one person who will definitely not need this just yet for his Z06 at least, which would be Jeremy, but me and Jeremy were recently talking about this for his C8 Stingray. We're going to be doing the battery tender giveaway again because it is, again, feeling like winter time once again. So we did this a couple weeks ago because it started to feel like winter, but then we got that Indian summer thing going on, and now it's starting to feel a lot like winter again here in the Northeast. So if you guys want to get the battery tender, it's $150 normally. You can win it here for as little as a $10 donation. So if you want to do again, every $100 will get you double entries. So if someone does donate $100, you still save $50, and you're going to get a free T-shirt. So that's only through Venmo, of course. But if you want to try to take your shot at this, you can save $50, get the battery tender, and a free T-shirt. That's a pretty decent giveaway, and it will ensure that your car is protected all winter long. Now, Jeremy and I just recently talked about this because he put a different kind of battery in his Z06, which I'll talk about in a future video, where he can't really use that. But yeah, battery tender is definitely mandatory for those of us that live in the north, and you can win it here for $50 less than what you would normally pay. So if you guys want to take your chances, every $10 is a donation. So if you want to just throw $10 at it, I've seen people win doing that. So.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Brandon said he already did it and offer it back up to someone else. Because he asked what it was, and I told him, he's like, oh, no, I did already do that.
Wait. Oh, you're talking about
the exhaust shield?
So that's White House horsepower.
Yeah, Brandon.
Okay. I was thinking different brand.
I didn't remember if he had it or not.
All right, so he already has them.
So we'll just give them both later on. Let's just start the giveaway. We'll do 2 giveaways at the end.
Hey,
okay.
I will tell you, driving his car, freaking awesome. I loved it.
All right, well, guys,
Brandon, your Z06.
Brandon has decided to gift these to the next person. So what we're going to do is we're going to run with this. The $100 donations will get you 2 times entries. Every $10 will get you an entry. but we're going to be doing 2 giveaways at the end of this. So one will be for the battery tender, one will be for the exhaust shields, or maybe we just do both at the same time. One person wins both. No, we'll do the first. We'll do separate ones. So again, $100 will get you entered 2 times entry. So you'll get 20 entries basically into winning the battery tender or the exhaust heat shield blackout kit here. So double it and pass it to the next person. There you go, J Clones. Steve Robertson says, I just hooked up my battery tender to my Z06 today. She's ready for a long nap. Yep. These are definitely needed. Battery tenders should definitely be used on the stock batteries. Will the tender work with other non-Corvettes? Yes, it will. So any car you have that can be charged, that can be battery tendered, these will work for. It just will be branded Corvette. Yeah. These are actually C8 battery chargers. C8 makes them for Chevy and then puts the Corvette emblem on there. So if you go and look for a C8 battery charger, it looks exactly the same. It just doesn't have a Corvette flag on it. Basically meaning you can use them on any car you want. Let's see. What do we got here? Thumbs ups. Yep, we got 108. Guys, that's awesome. Let's keep the thumbs ups rolling. 108 is pretty good for the fact that we're not even at 8 o'clock yet. That means we can easily hit 200 by the time we're at 8:30. That is 39 minutes from now. That's more than enough time to hit 92 more thumbs ups, guys. Let's smash the thumbs ups. Let's get those going. If we end at 200, that is a huge win for Corvette Weekly. So again, guys, sponsor of the week over here is Paragon Performance. They are the ones that gave us the exhaust blackout shields to give away on the channel tonight. So big thank you to Corey over at Paragon. They have really been knocking it out of the park with their products lately. And yeah, if you guys need pretty much anything for a C8, their website is the place to be. And yes, let's get those thumbs up, says Shane. Best to use a surge protector. Absolutely. I would always recommend anything you plug into a product that you care about should be plugged in on the other end to a surge protector. Let's get those to 200. 200 thumbs ups is the goal every Monday night, but I feel like tonight we have a really good shot at it. We got over half an hour left to get 92 more thumbs ups. That's pretty good. Scott says, getting ready to buy my first Stingray and watch all your videos to learn more about all the time. I want to do, wow, I'm really reading this poorly. Watch all your videos to learn more all the time about what I wanted my car to end up when complete. Yeah. Awesome. I'm happy to help, Scott, and I have a bunch of mods coming still for my C8 Z06 as well that 99% of them can be used on a Stingray as well. I'm trying to think if I've done, other than the Aero kit, I think that's the only thing I've done to my Z06 that is strictly a Z06 mod. Everything else can be done to pretty much every C8 that I can think of off the top of my head. 88 more, says Steven Rapp. Yep.
What's the news? Any news?
What is the news? Let's start with probably the reason most of you guys are here, and that is the constraints for the C8 Corvette as of November 2nd. So these were just updated 4 days ago. So over at the Mid-Engine Corvette forum, this is where we get our information from. The constraints are as follows. So for the Stingray, there has been basically no Tech Bronze wheels, no Tech Bronze package, and no engine appearance package, and very little gloss black wheels, which is kind of weird. But basically, when you're looking at these constraint numbers here, if it says 0%, that means none have been produced or accepted as far as orders are concerned. So 0 is not a great number. The lower the number, the less likely you are to get any of these things. So, yeah, that's what we got. Now, the engine appearance package is something you're going to see pop up across the board because it is just not available. Chevy is having some serious problems maintaining a carbon fiber supplier, and that goes as far as the engine appearance package and I believe the level 2 carbon fiber interior package on the Z06. But we'll check that in 1 second. Jay Clone says, "What were there constraints like this for the C7?" Not that I recall, but the C7 came out in a much different time, I should say, because Chevy did have issues with keeping up with carbon fiber supply for the C7, but not to this extent. Their supplier on the carbon fiber has always been a little flaky, apparently, but this with the C8, it's just totally different. They cannot do it. They cannot keep up. If you guys remember, whenever the C8 Stingray first came out, the 5VM carbon fiber package, you literally couldn't get it. It was just like the Z07 package for the Z06 right now. It was on like indefinite constraint. So moving down, the Z06, we have 0% on the high wing, 0% on the carbon fiber or carbon flash high wing, 0% on the carbon fiber engine shield, 0% on the carbon fiber engine appearance package, and 5% on the carbon fiber dash, which I assume that's probably that's the carbon fiber interior package. Those numbers are pathetic.
Yep.
Those are horrible. Basically, if you want a Z06 with carbon fiber, it ain't happening. You're not getting it.
Exactly.
That's so terrible.
That's when you go aftermarket because
Yeah. You don't have a choice. You go aftermarket because you literally don't have a choice. So, last is the ERAY, and here's the constraints here. So, same kind of thing. Carbon fiber dash 5%, 0% on the engine appearance, 0% on the engine shield, 25% on the gloss black with machine groove wheels. But ultimately, if it has carbon fiber in the title, it's close to, if not 0%, which means these cars aren't getting carbon fiber. Like I said, it's kind of weird. It's a huge missed opportunity as far as Chevy's concerned. I mean, they mark up their carbon fiber to an insane amount. Yeah. And the money that they'd be making on those carbon fiber add-ons, they're not getting because they can't get the carbon fiber. Now, I know that their carbon fiber has to be marked up because a lot of the parts that they make in carbon fiber you can get aftermarket, and the aftermarket ones are consistently a fourth of the price. So there's no way that these aftermarket companies can charge a fourth of the price, still make money, and get it to you for that price unless Chevy is hugely marking their stuff up.
Well, when you can never get it and you still want to make some money on it, you got to mark it up that much to make up for all the people you're not getting it sold to.
That's true too, which is also kind of ridiculous because then you're
100%.
just angering your current customers.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, you do have a pretty rare car on your hands at this point. There was very few Z07 packages. I want to say it was either 15 or 18% of the 23s that were delivered were Z07 packages. And so far for 2024, 0 Z07 package cars have been delivered. And I've heard through the grapevine, I guess I should probably preface this with this is speculation, but I've heard through the grapevine that there will be no Z07 packages delivered in 2024. So that would be pretty bad. But I could see it happening just because these numbers are consistently 0. Every time they bring out the new constraints, it's 0% for the high wing. And you can't have a Z07 package without the high wing. So, I don't know. How many, let me know in the comment section here. Just say me, if you are waiting for a C8 Stingray. Is anybody in the comment section still waiting for a Stingray? And if so, how long have you been waiting? Because I talked to a subscriber not too long ago that has literally been waiting for almost 3 years for a Stingray.
Ow.
The dealership that they're going through has yet to get an allocation, and if they do get one, apparently they're selling them out from under them.
Ads.
In the meantime, let's talk about one other thing here, which was kind of some strike information. So for the most part, it seems to me like the strike is over.
Now they need is some parts to actually make these cars with. Maybe they can all go back to work.
Yeah, see, that's kind of the problem is even though the strike is over, we haven't really begun to feel the effects just yet of the strike. The strike effects lag behind the actual strike a good bit because whenever they first started to strike, they went after the parts suppliers first, shut down the parts supplier. I mean, if they shut down the parts supplier for even a week, that is going to make parts hard to get for a month and a half. That's just kind of the way it works. So the plant has already been shut down once, and it was only shut down for, I think, a day, but it was because of part shortages. That's just the beginning of this. We're going to see the plant getting shut down pretty consistently, probably, I'd say at least 1 or 2 days every couple weeks, because they're running short on parts, maybe even more. It could be worse depending on how much of a disruption they actually had at the parts supplier end. So it looks like the strike is pretty much over. There's a thread over at the midenginecorvetteforum.com where you can actually kind of follow along with this, and this is just strictly facts only. So this isn't any kind of speculation in this thread. It's just all facts. So the last post in here was from 2 days ago, and it says that the UAW deal with GM equals a $2 billion investment. Now, again, keep in mind, GM is not going to eat that $2 billion. That's going to be passed right on to you guys. They're like, okay, we owe these guys $2 billion. Here you go, Mr. Consumer. You're going to pay more for that car. So, again, if you guys are waiting for a C8, Z06, ERAY, Stingray, whatever Ray, it's going to likely be more expensive from this point forward. And we already have seen some price increases. We're going to see more. They're going to continue to go up. It's never going to come down. I can tell you that much. The price decrease on these cars is never going to happen. Not directly from GM, at least.
Just like the national debt, it's always going to continue going up. It's never come down.
Nothing in life comes down. Once they realize they can get this price for something, they're never going to lower it. It just doesn't work that way.
So there's this organization, I believe they're from Switzerland, and they say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. I think this is the progress that is taking for us to get to that point, because eventually people aren't going to be able to buy a home. They're going to be too expensive. I mean, you're going to have to make $500,000 a year. Me and Tim were talking about it today. If your family makes less than $200,000 a year, how do you survive?
Yeah.
Cars are going to get so expensive. Their whole goal was, we will own everything. We will basically loan it to you, lease it to you, whatever. We will own everything. You'll own nothing, and you'll be happy. And I feel like that's the direction that there's almost no way to avoid at the moment.
Yeah. Cars, houses, everything.
At this point, you're going to be lucky to buy food.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Hanson Fam says, for someone who wanted a Corvette since an 8-year-old boy and figured out and finally got a nice 2011 C6 that I'm probably going to build up, it seems to me like Chevrolet has forgotten who their true customers are.
Yeah.
This is interesting because I've heard this same comment multiple times. It does see, especially since the C8 Z06, the price of the C8 Z06, where it is versus where a lot of us speculated it would be. It seems like GM purposely priced this car way higher than any of us were expecting, almost like they did forget who their customers were, because Chevy's customers for a Corvette are the customers who want high-end performance, high-end looks, all of the good stuff that comes with like Ferraris and Lamborghinis without the Ferrari or Lamborghini price tag. But at this point, to buy a fully loaded Z07, you're easily really close, knocking on the door of $200,000. And at that price, there are plenty of Lamborghinis and Ferraris you could buy instead that may be arguably a better car. So maybe GM has forgotten a little bit about who their customer base is.
Yeah. Well, and there's a reason why Lamborghini isn't a mass-produced car, especially now that they're not hand-built anymore. It's because there's not enough people out there that can afford to buy them.
Yep.
The Urus and, is, by adding that into the lineup and the amount of Huracans they have made, I believe if they could make more, then if they could sell more, then they would absolutely
exactly.
make more.
I mean, their closest to production car is a Gallardo or a Huracan, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The Gallardo had the most in production until I forget what year, but I believe Huracan has surpassed the amount of Gallardos that were produced.
That's a good question.
Ronald Jackson actually mentioned something I've
Yeah.
heard a little bit about too, and that is, did you guys see that GM and Ford is canceling EV production? I actually saw a video, someone sent it to me, of Mary Barrett talking about canceling EV vehicles and moving towards hydrogen, which I think is really weird because, like, we've talked about hydrogen powered vehicles for years, and then all of a sudden there was this giant push towards EV, and now they're realizing, both Ford and GM have realized, there's not a whole lot of interest in EV. People don't, the interest that was there at one point is dying off pretty rapidly, and they're left with holding these cars going, what are we going to do with these things? So I got a message from this person
who makes hydrogen? Like, I don't know. So I'm asking, like, who's the biggest producer of hydrogen? Is it going to benefit? What country is going to benefit?
No, I mean, hydrogen is something that's made a byproduct of, like, water, basically.
Yeah.
But we can make it here.
So you don't make it. It's the car converts it. So it's
Right.
done on hand.
All right.
But
Because I'm trying to say EV just screws the production of cars. So
yeah, well, and that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that a lot of people were speculating, and I heard somebody go as far, I mentioned this last week, somebody went as far as to say that Chevy was canceling the ERAY. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. And they said, because Mary Bear's talking about getting rid of EVs and swapping everything over to hydrogen. And I'm like, well, first off, the ERAY is not really an EV, it's a hybrid, but it's already got production vehicles out there and stuff. There's no, at this point, it would be insane for GM to cancel that car. It's already done. But in the future, they may not do any more EV stuff. They may stick with gas-powered vehicles or completely pivot to hydrogen, which hydrogen could be a decent, alternate, I guess, for EV, but I still don't think that that's going to replace gas-powered vehicles either. I think we're pushing too hard, too quick to get away from gas-powered vehicles when we haven't really even peaked with these things yet. I mean, the C8 Z06 really shows what a gasoline-powered car can do, and that's just what it can do today. What can it do 10 years from now? You know, I mean, as far as performance and efficiency is concerned, it can only get better. Two battery fires in Pittsburgh in the last 2 weeks. Who wants that
Did you
time
see this
bomb?
question, Justin? Here's a question, which makes sense. The price of these cars are going up, 24s, right? What's going to happen to the 20s, 21, 22s? Does the value increase, or they still stay down?
The value's going to increase.
Production of a new car is,
it's,
you know.
that's a good question, actually. So Steve is asking, basically, for the 2020s, 2021, 2022, 23s, since the values of since the prices of the 24s are going up, does that bring up the values of the older cars? And the answer is yes. It doesn't bring it up to the same, but it brings it up more than it is currently. Because if you don't want to pay 24 prices and you're going and looking for a used 22 or 23, which are still pretty hard to find, but let's say you find one, the price of that is going to be a little bit higher because they can demand higher for them because the new one is higher as well.
Yeah,
that's just, as the prices go up, it brings up the used prices too. Just, obviously not to the same amount, but it does. Yeah, KP says that he was just reading that National Council of Corvette Clubs banned the ERAY and EV and hybrids. That was actually an older article, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure they have since gone back and changed that. Now, there are going to be asterisks beside hybrid or battery-powered vehicles for the foreseeable future. Because if you're taking a car like that to the track, there has to be a special fire safety team on hand. A regular fire truck with the amount of water that they carry and stuff is not good enough to put out any kind of lithium-ion fires. So if we'll say, you know, I was on the track recently with my Z06, and we'll say I wrecked and smashed into a wall and the car caught fire. There was a fire team on hand that could have gotten out, put out that fire, and and then an EMS team that could have ensured my safety, all this other stuff. But if that was a hybrid vehicle, I was talking to the person who actually rents out the track, and he flat out told me if it's a hybrid vehicle, they will allow them on the track, but they require additional, it was like to rent out the track for the day, it was an additional $2,000 on top of what it normally costs to have the appropriate fire team on hand, because to put out that fire, it's not as easy as it is on a gas powered car. So it can be done. It's just a totally different thing, and it requires more water and more this and more that. It's all additional cost. So you can get those on the track. Some tracks will allow it. Some race events will allow them, but it's additional money and more personnel on hand that have to be there. If my E-Ray battery goes up, I'll throw my Taco Bell on it. It's going to take more than that, but
I had Taco Bell today.
I don't really see this being a giant issue. I really don't. I don't see a bunch of people running with terror in their eyes through the streets talking about their E-Ray battery catching fire. It's probably not going to happen very often, if at all. The only time I see that happening is a pretty bad accident. If that E-Ray were to get into a bad wreck and that the center tunnel gets crushed or compromised in any way, that battery could at that point explode. And if it does, it's going to be a big deal for the first time or the second time. But it's one of those things where most people aren't wrecking and tearing these cars apart to the point where that's ever going to be an issue. The battery's not just going to randomly explode. There's got to be an event that makes that happen. Yeah, guys, let's get those thumbs ups. Look at Shane doing the work over here. How many are we at here?
131.
131. That's pretty good. We got 18 more minutes. A little over 18 more minutes. We started 3 minutes late, so let's call it 20 minutes. Guys, smash the thumbs up button. Let's get to that 200. It would really, really work out nicely. And yeah, it would be a great, awesome way to celebrate Josh's birthday from Blackout Tinning by giving us 200 thumbs ups.
Yep. So I think, well, two things. I'm going to throw a shameless plug in here. I have a new video coming tomorrow. E5. I'm very excited about the wheels. Check it out tomorrow. But I still think we need to talk about, we'll let Steve talk about what we were going to talk about earlier whenever I made the inappropriate comment.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh,
earlier Jason made an inappropriate comment, and I
My
shut
first
down
one ever.
Inappropriate.
I shut down inappropriate comments on this Corvette Weekly because we like to keep it about Corvettes. We try to keep politics and everything out of it, but we've gotten some comments from some of you guys who said you'd like to see some of that stuff. So we talked a little bit about it behind the scenes, and I'll let Steve tell you what we came up with.
Well, we actually joke all the time because we're about 20 minutes live. Before we go live, we're talking for 20 minutes. We always joke. We said people would die to know if they saw how we really are and how we're like, there's no holds barred. Like, I'm unrestrained. So talking to Darren Burnett, I talked to a few people through Instagram, and we talked about this. Like, we thought about doing just once a month, a Corvette Weekly, I guess what it's called, uncensored, where we're going to say what we want. We are going to talk politics. We are going to talk about everything that might offend some people, but we are also not going to be worried about offending anybody. And that's going to be a VIP session only. It's not going to be live. If people are interested, we're talking about doing a fee just for one time.
Pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. You're going to sign up, and you're going to get a link when you pay, and you're going to have a one-on-one. It's not going to be a 200-person conversation. It's going to be maybe 30, 40, 50, but you're really going to know what we think. And I know from about 10 people in here, they'd love to see me unrestrained. I'll be very unrestrained. So that's what we're looking at. If you're interested, and Justin, why don't you put up that poll? If you're interested. If you're not interested, don't put it on there. Just do it, whatever it's going to be. I don't need to hear. I know there's a few people that don't like to talk about politics, but I know a lot of people, my FJB crew, they would love to hear it. So,
and we try to keep it
fun
on here it will, it will allow us to be on here and be a little more restrained and hopefully not having to stop us as much if we have another outlet where we can kind of say what we want. And, we're not,
And I get it.
it's
I
not
get it. You were here
a
for
way to try
Corvette
to
stuff.
anger people. We try to keep everybody happy on here.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
You're here for Corvette and stuff and don't want to hear it, but there's also people want to talk about life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And,
And it won't be 100% Corvette. Everything we talk about will not necessarily be Corvette related.
right.
If you guys have ideas or you want to have a conversation about other stuff and we're on there,
Yep.
we'll do that.
Whatever
too.
it is.
Yeah.
So ultimately, guys, I'm going to try to sum up what everybody's saying here, because this would still be on the Horsepower Obsessed YouTube channel, but it's going to be something that is a membership only thing. So I don't want to leave this open to everybody on my channel, because a lot of people are here for Corvette stuff. And I don't want somebody accidentally coming by this and be like, what's this? I'm upset. This would be the people who know what you're getting. You're coming here to hear our unfiltered thoughts, our unfiltered opinions. We're going to have conversations about anything. And like Steve said, it would be a much more one-on-one kind of thing, because there's not going to be as many people wanting to see that kind of stuff. So if you came onto it, you're going to be addressed personally. We're going to be talking a lot more personal and about anything, whatever it is you want to talk about. And if you want to get into politics, that's fine. And odds are good any of you who are going to be paying for that would already kind of know what kind of politics you're going to be getting into. But I'm going to put up a poll. I'm going to say, would you be interested in a raw, uncensored version of this live that we would do one time a month? We would still continue to do the Corvette Weekly like we do now. We would do one uncensored version that would be strictly paid for, something probably around $20 a month. We're still kind of kicking around what we would charge for this, because
it'd be per view. It wouldn't be like you're paying 20 and 20 and 20. It'd be like when we decide to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
and this is
it would just
invitation
be
only. This ain't
What's
gonna
that?
be live. Like everybody click on it.
Yeah.
You'll have a link to click on it.
Yeah, you're only going to see this if you made that payment. Right. And it will weed people out pretty quickly, because anybody who makes that payment thinking they're going to get what they want to see, and then they see that they're not, they won't be back the next time. So eventually,
You'll
a couple episodes in, we're going to have a really solid crew.
You'll get what you want to see.
I'm going to post this poll, guys. Let me know. I'm curious. I want to know if this is something you would want to do or not. So if it is, say yes. If it's not something you'd be interested in, feel free to click no. I'm mostly curious just to how many yeses we would have, because if we get even 20 people, it's worth it. So
I can tell you right now, AARPM, 11-second, 2020 Matrix. You go, Matt Hurley. There's people I know is going to be on there.
Mike Lewis, no, it would be probably $20 a month. It's most likely going to be $20 a month. We're going to be somewhere in there, 20, 25, something where if we get 20 people at $25, it's got to make it worthwhile here, especially for Steve and Jason, because they come on the channel here pretty much for free. So we got to make it. We got to make this worth our while.
It's not like a membership. We don't want to do it like it's not reoccurring. I don't want people to think you're committing to 20, 20, 20 every single time.
And if you're
it's going to be 20 when we go, but
charged.
If we
for one, this is the problem though, is we haven't hashed out exactly how we're going to do it yet. Because if we do it through YouTube, it is going to be $20 a month every month, and because we're going to do one monthly meltdown is kind of the title that's
like that
ongoing. I really like that when you mentioned it. So if we call it the monthly meltdown, it will be one time a month on top of the other 4 live videos we do, and we'll probably do it somewhere in the middle of the month. So it would be like Wednesday the 15th or something, whatever it ends up being. But it would be scheduled well in advance. You would know it's coming for at least a week before it came up, and then that would be something you would pay that $20-$25 membership fee for, and you would get a lot more everything.
Thank you for your buck. Yeah.
There are plenty of times, and I know you guys have seen it, plenty of times when we're talking on here where I have to stop Steve, I have to stop myself, I have to stop Jason and get back on topic. It's like there would be no topic. There would be no actual topic. We would just be hanging out.
They could actually make the topics. They're going to be able to ask
whatever you guys want to talk about.
Because believe me, it gets riled up when we're off. As soon as we're done with this live, things get set afterwards.
Oh yeah. I have to make sure. Like Steve will be like, "Hey, are you sure we're not live anymore?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're not live anymore."
Yeah, I know.
I think every time.
Every week.
Are we off? And then,
yeah, it's kind of funny actually.
And I do want to make a comment because I saw somebody, I forgot his name, and it's covered up now by the questioner. This is not something that's going to replace in any way. They said, well, you
No.
need to stay on Corvettes. And
Yeah.
I understand. This Monday night isn't going to change. This will be the same Monday night live stream every Monday, free Corvettes. That is all. This is an additional thing that you do not need to be involved if you so choose not to. It's just an optional once a month event. It is not, it will not replace what we're doing now.
Yeah. So again, nothing's changing for Corvette Weekly. All of this show, everything we do here, the news, the hangouts, the giveaways, all the same.
Yeah.
As far as you're concerned, if you don't pay for the membership for the new live that we do once a month, you won't know anything has ever even changed.
Yeah. Check this out. Nick, you got to put this on big screen. This is 2020 Matrix Dog watching us live.
Nice. Is that a Shih Tzu? That looks like a Shih Tzu, Jeremy. Is that what that is?
Holy Shih Tzu.
That's hilarious.
That is very cute.
We have fans of all ages.
Even Joe says, there's so much I have to tell all of you, but I can't hear. And it's that kind of stuff is exactly why we thought about doing something like this. It would be an interesting way to get everybody involved in a way that's a little more personal. Yeah. If you want. And it's not something you have to do. 100% you do not have to do it. But there are a couple I've gotten to know a lot of you guys pretty personally, and I know a lot of you would be interested in doing stuff like that.
Yeah. And if you're not, it's no big deal. Like, it's irrelevant. You don't have to. There's no whatever, Yep. Either you do or you don't.
Oh, so Yorkie.
Yorkie.
I had a Yorkie. She was like 2 pounds. 1.9 pounds is how big she was. Darren Burnett says, I would think this new venue would not even be discussed on this outlet, would be exclusive 100%. This will be the last time we mention it. I'm only mentioning it here because I want to see how many people would actually be interested. If it's something we could get 20 or 30 people on a month, that's more than enough to be worth it. But if we did 1 and 3 people showed up, it's not worth it. So that's the only reason I'm mentioning it here. Other than this, you'll never hear it again.
Yeah, see, I was thinking that too, Zoom or something like that.
That'd actually be really cool to where we could actually see other people. Because you can get a lot of people on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
That's a possibility. We might be able to do something.
I actually like that because it wouldn't be just them watching us.
That's what I said. Either really interacting. I said either Zoom or like Teams. One of those two.
Oh yeah, because if you got like, we could just do the max. Is it? I think there's 20 or whatever you can get. I don't know. You pay and you're on your.
I'd have to look at it. But the last time I was digging through Zoom, I think it has a hard cutoff at an hour, so we would have to literally make it 1 hour, no more.
Yeah.
Because at an hour, it will literally shut off the feed.
Yeah.
That'd be like a Corvette Weekly hangout.
C3 guy Scott says MS Teams, Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, Teams has a hard cutoff too, I'm pretty sure.
Does it?
Whenever we were trying to figure out our live setup here, I went through all of these.
Yeah. I'd love to see other people besides just us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, let's take a look at this. So how many people do we have? We have 53 votes.
53.
And 62% of those 53 say yes. So I got to bust out my calculator here. What is 62%?
30? I don't know. Isn't that funny when you're in school, your teacher said you're not going to have a calculator with you all the time?
And then we got a cell phone in our pocket that can do it all the time. I have literally never thought about that. So good job. It looks like about 32.86. So that's more than enough for this. So
more than I was thinking.
Yeah. We actually just got another vote for yes too. So, that's a good point. We do already have a Discord. I could do it through Discord. Switch lanes. I actually have a Discord in the description down below if you want to join it on there, but we could do a video hosting on there of some kind.
This just came up the last couple hours. So we can definitely.
Yeah,
figure
this
out.
is still in its infancy. We haven't really given a whole lot of thought to how we're going to do it just yet. I just wanted to see if it was going to be something you guys would be interested in first, and then kind of roll from there. But it sounds like we have our answer here. So I'm going to end the poll. And for those of you who are interested, stay tuned for more information about that. But yeah, that's more than enough people. I think if we get between 30 and 50 people in there, that's more than enough. And it will grow as time goes on as well. So anyway, guys, the giveaway's still going. We did get one more Venmo from Glass City Car Nerd. He donated $50. So he's in for the battery tender and the blackout heat shielding. If you guys are interested, we are giving away a battery tender. So it's getting to be that time of year. So if you're interested in grabbing one of these, they're typically around $150. You can, if you want to throw $100 at Venmo, you get double entry, so you get 20 entries and a free T-shirt. If you just want to try to take your chances of winning, it's every $10 will get you an entry. So if you just want to throw $10 at it, you still could potentially win the $150 battery tender. This is definitely something you want to use, especially if you're in the north and your car sits for a couple months at a time. You want to make sure that that battery stays charged and stays kind of at its peak, because the last thing you want to do is let a battery fully die. If a lead acid battery fully dies and then you recharge it, it's never the same. It is never 100% ever again. So
somebody said OnlyFans.
I am not seeing Justin in a thong. I'm just telling you.
Do you guys realize OnlyFans wasn't started for pornography, but
Nope.
pornography takes over everything. The best way to make CD, DVDs over beta, whatever the other one was porn. Anything that porn gets its hands on is successful.
So OnlyFans tried to recently remove pornography from their platform and realized real quick that is their platform. So if you remove that, you were making no money.
That's right.
Yeah.
Larry Anthony, what's up?
There made it, but
Larry Anthony showed up. How you doing, Larry?
LA.
Yeah, LA. How many thumbs ups do we got, guys? Let's smash the thumbs ups. We're really close to the end here. I'd really love to hit 200.
We're a bit off. 148.
148. We started so good. Also, we want to I got a text from Tim. We want to give away a battery charger here tonight, guys. So again, get a battery charger. This is the way to do it. You can donate $100, save yourself $50, have a really good chance of winning this thing, and get a free T-shirt. So, or just throw $10 at it and take your chances as well. So even $10, don't discount the ability of that $10. Sometimes we've seen people win high dollar items only donating a couple bucks.
And tonight's a very good chance of that.
Yes, it is. That's a good idea, Steven. I might actually see if I can do that. He says, I'd like to see a giveaway of that special battery you have. I might try to do that. I'll see if I can. I don't know if they will. Those things are pretty expensive.
Yeah, I'd love to have that.
We got 51
Speaking
more.
Speaking of giveaways, next week, it's a few days past Veterans Day. We have a Veterans Day bundle.
Yep.
It's gun related and it's a big bundle. It's like 5 things. So next we're to celebrate some veteran stuff. And it's actually an item I have right now that it doesn't come out to the public until Sunday. So you would literally be the first person to have it because they're not even selling them yet. But I have it for testing purposes. So definitely check next week and get ready to be the giveaway.
All right. We got a $100 donation from Darren.
Nice.
So
thank you, sir.
He's in on the giveaway. Brad, we got Brad Carver's in for $50.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
Kevin Horan is in for $10.
Okay. I'll put these people's names in here.
All right. So, yeah, guys, if you could, please smash the thumbs up button. Looks like we got 150 people watching and right around that same amount, 152 thumbs up. So a lot of you might have already done it, but I'm sure there's at least one in here that hasn't hit that thumbs up button.
Hey, and we're running out of time. Davius King made a good point. What about the top 20 dealers?
Oh yeah,
We got sidetracked.
yes we did. That's a quick topic though. So top 20 dealers. Let me pull this up here. Here we go. So number 1 by quite a margin now is McMulkin. Look at the Sioka used to be number 1. Look at the difference now between Sioka and McMulkin. McMulkin's just freaking tearing it up. So these are just Corvettes. These are just sold Corvettes. Sioka's taken a hard number. No, boy, that would have sounded bad. They have taken number 2 on this list. They used to be number 1. They're now number 2. Criswell's coming up there. Baumman, Les Stanford, and then Stingray Chevrolet. So we know a guy.
Yeah, we do.
Rick Hendrick, Baumman, Wes Kendall, Hendrick.
Sioka had to drop the 2 because nobody could figure out how to say their name. They're like, I'm getting mine from never mind. I'm just going to go to McMulkin.
Kyoka.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was Kyoka originally.
Yeah, me too.
So, not bad. A lot of these, Jim Ellis is usually, I think they
Stonebriar,
this...
Steve.
What's that?
Stonebriar. Steve knows
Yeah.
them.
Oh, they're on the list?
Yep.
Stonebriar is
118.
very towards the end, but is that where you got your C8, Steve?
Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
good. It's an hour away from me, and it was worth driving. They really took care of me, and I'm not saying because I didn't really get a deal. I still paid a lot over.
Right.
Yeah,
But
you
they
did.
were just. I mean, I got this car from the day I ordered it to the day I picked it up was 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So it was awesome.
Yep.
Interesting. So yeah, number 20 is Capital Chevrolet at 101 Corvettes.
Yeah,
And then they just
classic.
kinda go up
Which
from
is
there.
where we get our oil changed. 150.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were the
classic.
ones that snuck in that, what was it, $50,000 markup on the Z06, and
Yeah.
everybody flipped out and lost their mind. You're like, wait, no.
Was that
or
classic?
whatever.
Yeah, they're doing the donation to a
Yeah.
charity.
Oh, I didn't know
A
that was
charity in their
classic.
pocket.
That
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah.
All the bloodsuckers are down in Texas.
That's
Yep.
right.
45 more thumbs ups needed, guys. Please smash that thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Would really, really help. This is what it looks like if you're wondering. Smash that thumbs ups. Everybody is happier with more thumbs up. What number on the list is Rydell? Actually, I don't think I saw Rydell on here at all. Are they on here?
Rydell, isn't the high school from Greece? I'm just
Oh
saying.
yeah, Rydell is
Ooh.
number.
Hey, Greece is the word.
Yeah. I just showed
Looks
my
like
age.
number 15. Larry Anthony Rydell's number 15. I actually didn't even see them on the list originally.
Me neither.
They're only one behind number 14. So they're somewhere between 15 and 14. It's actually not too bad, but they did a little bit of a bidding process for the Z06 initially too. So not really the best experience in my opinion, but
So the dealership by my house that was selling them for $100K over recently got bought out. I'm looking to see what they do in the future.
what's up, Tyler? Thanks for tuning in. This heart thing is fruity. I'm not sure what that means, but
There's a heart, and it's stuck in my on my chat, and it blocks out whoever's last thing is. If it's very long, I can't see it because of the stupid heart.
Yeah, me too.
Huh.
You can lift up on it though. Lift the screen up.
Oh, right. And then you can
Alright,
put the smiles
so-
and all that. Yeah. What's 15K over Larry? His or
He's nuts.
Larry Anthony puts $100 in for the battery tender drawing.
thank you, Larry.
There he is.
Larry, were you here last time when we came to the realization that your initials are actually the same as where you live?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Was he here for that? I don't know if he actually heard
I
that. or
don't
not.
know.
So Larry Anthony, your initials are LA, and you live in LA.
It might have been after the live too. It might have been when we were.
I honestly don't remember when
Yeah.
we even talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, that's where I was at with it. I see the heart down there, and if I hit it, it just like pops out, but it doesn't do anything.
Well, if
I mean, I'd be okay if that was like
Well,
counting
hand,
as
you can,
thumbs ups or something.
yeah, you can do a heart, smiley face, celebration.
I have no idea what
Rainbow.
it does. No, let's not do that.
Yay.
Let's talk real quick, guys. I should have done this a little bit earlier, but we're running out of time about the car of the week. So, car of the week today is going to be Marlin's C7 Z06. He says, first off, thank you for your content. I really enjoyed watching it on your new Z06. Attached are a few pictures of my 15 C7 Z06. I was fortunate enough to find this beauty in 2017 and enjoyed driving it to car shows when I can. It's a 3LZ torch red with matching interior, 7-speed manual with the Z07 package. It has the level 3 visible carbon fiber aero package and visible carbon fiber along with the competition seats. The only mods added are an AFE cold air intake, Corsa Extreme Catback exhaust, and mid-pipe, and powder-coated the wheels. I really lucked out on this one. I was at the end of my search when I was thinking of getting a ZL1, as I already had a pretty nice Camaro SS. One Sunday morning, I was searching through Car Guru, and bam, there it was for my price. It had more than I imagined being able to get in my price range. It was truly a blessing. Now my sights are on a C8 Z06 in 2025. I'm thinking about letting it go as I can't keep both. So this
Nice
car,
wheels.
this car could be for sale. And yeah, it's a nice looking car. I've talked to him a good bit on Instagram about it.
That is nice. Oh, very nice.
It looks very similar to the one I used to have. And actually, mine was also a 15. I wonder I wonder what the odds are that that is mine. Like,
that'd be awesome.
When did he say he bought it? Oh, in 17. No, I still had mine. So that would be hilarious. I'm going to come across that car one of these days. But guys, this is kind of our car of the week segment where we're going to talk about your car. So if you want to send me some pictures and a little paragraph of why your car is special to you, to my email, it's horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. We can make this kind of thing show up on Monday night, and it will be your car sitting there instead.
Yep.
Awesome.
But what do we got in the comments here? Larry Anthony says, yep, LA from LA. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, so how's those thumbs ups looking? 158. We're still short of the 200, but we are at our hour long. So did we get anything else? Last minute. We're going to run 3 more minutes, guys. If you want to get in on the last minute giveaway here for the battery tender, which of course is a $150 piece of equipment for your car, you can get it for $100. If you donate $100, it gets you 20 entries into this, and you'll get a free t-shirt. If you just want to donate $10 and take your chances, you can do that too. But you got to do that in the next 2 minutes now. As soon as the clock hits 8:40 here Eastern time, we're going to do it.
I'm on my 3rd ad tonight.
Yeah, I know, right?
Say thank you to YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thanks for allowing us another month.
I know.
Yep.
All right, so we got 2 more minutes, guys. If you want to make the last minute entries for your donations, Shane says also smash that thumbs up button. Looks like we need 41 more, says Steven Rapp, but Shane is going to take it personally if we don't hit that 200. Wyatt, the Venmo is just my just horsepower obsessed. If you want to have a link, let's see if I can copy it real quick for you. I will put the link for the Venmo right there. Actually, that's not gonna really work for you guys. So let me copy this if I can. Yep, there we go. So the link for the Venmo is in the chat. If you want to just click on that, it will take you right to Venmo, and you can donate whatever you would like to donate. You can hit it, Jamie. It doesn't seem like it does anything. I mean, I see a bunch of people hitting it. It pops up here on the chat, and I can see people hitting it, but I have not a clue what it's doing, nor if it's helping or hurting. I have no idea. Sometimes I think YouTube puts stuff like that on the screen just to make so people aren't bored.
Yeah.
We need 40 more thumbs ups, guys. Yeah, we are at 160. I guess that's probably true. Matt Hurley said he hits it, what, 100,000 times now? That's good. It's addicting. It doesn't do anything. All right, so we are at 840. Let's see. What do we got here? Any last minute donations? Yep. Wyatt Charter donated $100. Thank you, Wyatt.
Nice. Thank you, Wyatt.
Wow.
We did get it, Wyatt. So you are in there for 20
You
entries.
are the man.
You are the man. I'm about to be driving Wyatt's car in 2 days too.
Really?
He's
What he
taking-
said, I saw that.
He got a C8 Z06
Oh, no way.
Z07
That's awesome.
package, and he's taking it to the shop down in Miami.
What
Goodness.
colors?
Hypersonic gray with
Man.
well, red dipped interior.
Oh, that's
Dude.
coming.
We got
I love the red dipped.
we got a $10 donation from Tung Tong. I'm not sure
Thank you,
who
sir.
that is in the chat.
Yeah, I
If
don't know.
that's
but thank you.
whoever that is, let me know what your chat name is here so we can put a name to the name, so to speak.
I just put Tom.
And that's it. So we're going to end it right there. We're going to have Steve do the drawing here in a second.
Okay.
Well, we'll
When
see,
you
because if he
want.
wins, we're going to need his name, but
Could be a girl.
could be a girl. So,
General.
Glass City Car Nerds and my heart grew 3 sizes from the 100,000 times that Matt Hurley hit that heart button. Ooh, General Lee. I just hit 3,300 today in mine. I'm catching up to you.
Yeah, I hit 3,200 on mine over the weekend, but I've had my car not nearly as long as you've had yours.
Jake Clem says, I haven't heard a word said in the last 5 minutes. I'm just over here clicking emojis. I guess we're gonna have to just lead with that next time. Be like, you know what, guys, don't even pay attention. Let's just click that emoji button.
Just do the emoji button.
35
We're
more.
at 166. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there, but it's still, I think we're gonna fall short because we're gonna do the drawing here.
Yeah.
Steve, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's see. Let me get out of this, lower the screen, and somehow, okay. Yep, I'm ready when we are. Here we
All
go.
right.
Raffle. Boom.
You're kind of choppy, but first winner is Darren.
Yep, Darren Burnett.
Darren Burnett.
Woo!
So Darren, I'm guessing you probably want the battery tender because we got to do one more drawing for the exhaust heat shields.
Oh yeah.
So
Pull.
Darren,
Let me
let us
pull it
know
up.
which one you want. C3 guy says Steve just hit 32 miles in his car.
I know, right?
Okay. Let me know when. So, let me know when we do the second one.
I appreciate that, Tung Tong. Let us know. Oh, that is his name. Okay. Darren, if you're still in here, let us know which one you want. General Lee says, congratulations, Darren. You better use it.
And if not, it'll be up for next week. But
Darren, just let us know if you want the battery tender because we
Is he in?
still have to draw one more
Yeah,
time
he's right
for
there.
the-
He just commented. He
Yeah.
said he's cool. Thanks.
cool.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm ready for the next one.
Well, hold on. I don't know which one he wants. We have two
Wow, the
different
next
giveaways.
person.
I'm cool with that. Thanks, guys. He responded.
Okay, Larry Anthony said he's in for the exhaust shields if he wins the next drawing. We're going to do that tonight too, Larry, so there is a chance you would win it since you donated 100.
Damn. 1,000 in the other weekend? Or no, he just surpassed 1,000, I'm sure. Okay.
Let me know when.
I'm just waiting for Darren to say which one he wants.
Darren.
Darren, do you want the battery
Hello.
tender or do you want the heat exhaust shield things?
Steve, message him real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say we might be quicker to just text
He's
him.
watching TV and us. Monday Night Football. And
There he is.
How about
Yep.
roll the battery tender to the next person, but I'll take a shirt. Okay.
okay.
All right. So we got two more to. All right, Darren, shoot me an email or a text Let me know what your address is and what size shirt you want.
Yep.
Steve, go ahead and roll. We're gonna roll again for the battery tender this time.
Oh, hang on.
Wow.
I see us. Boom.
Yeah, take Darren out if you can.
Oh. Okay. Continue.
I would cue the Jeopardy music, but last time I did that, I got copyrighted.
Wow, I'm not surprised.
Larry
All
Anthony.
right, so there it is. Larry Anthony. Larry said he
pick.
already has a battery tender. So do you just want the heat shield things?
He did say he wants the heat shields. Yeah.
I want him to verify that before we run that again. But if that's how you want it, Larry, we'll get you the heat shields, and then we're going to run the battery tender again.
Double check, but I think I read him comment that a minute ago.
I think I did.
There's a
too,
lot of
but I
people
wanna
just
make
got
sure.
really lucky. There's some people in here going, "Ooh, I got a better chance."
Yeah, I was going to say, as these people drop off.
Once he answers, like, I'm ready to go.
Okay. You got him out of there then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just send him a text. That might be faster.
I'm sure he wants the shields.
Yeah, he says yes
Okay.
to heat
Yes,
shields.
the heat shields.
All right,
Okay.
so let's go ahead, run it again
For the-
for the
Who's
Tinder.
hitting the hearts
Go ahead.
and all that stuff?
Hang on. Boom. Raffle.
Oh, how about Tom? Donates
For $10.
$10. $10 and wins a $150 battery charger. So,
That shows you this thing
Yeah.
can be won by a single $10 thing.
yep, you
We're
don't
gonna be
have to
bringing this
donate
up in the next
$100.
one.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's not the first time either.
No, it
Remember,
isn't.
we've had several people that donated just a few bucks and still won.
He did 10, just 10, and won $150 charger.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right. Tongue Tom,
Advantage
send
check.
me an email, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com, and let me know what your shipping address is so we can get you out this battery tender. You want it for $10. So congratulations, guys.
He's literally
Congrats.
a new fan of us now.
Yep, there you go. His first time watching it, he won something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Darren says, I sell and use battery tenders, so I have several, but I got to have one of those OG Vet Syndicate shirts. Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
And we have others for anybody who's interested and doesn't have one. Or if you only have 5, you could get one more.
Go
Yeah,
check out
Tongue, just
his
send
page.
me an email. Like I said, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com, and I'll get your information from you. I need your shipping address to get this out to you. But yeah, you won a $150 item for $10.
Yeah. Congrats,
Yeah,
man.
Stupid Fast Truck won with a $10 donation. I remember that
you
too.
did.
Yeah, big congrats to everybody, guys. Just like Jason was saying, if you're interested in Vet Syndicate shirts, check out the link in the description down below. They're available on my website. You can buy them anytime, or you can always wait for us to give them away, because that's what we do too.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, but that's going to do it. So, guys, thank you for the...
He said he actually needs one.
Yeah, Tongue actually
Yeah.
needs the battery tender. But, guys, thanks for all the activity tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys same time, same place next week.